بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وقال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر وقال الله أيضا فاتقوا الله ما استطعتم وقال الله أيضا لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يسروا ولا تؤسروا وبشروا ولا تنفروا صدق رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وصحبه وسلم. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, all praise due to Allah Rabbul Alameen, who have been so kind, so mercy to allow all of us to keep on fasting until almost towards the end of Ramadan this year. It's really a great nikmah, because if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do not allow us to fast, He can just make something happen to us. But alhamdulillah, for those who have been fasting, even for those who have tried to fast, but their time they just can't, it's Allah's qadar. Everything happened for a reason. But what is important, brother and sister, the few things that I just recite, few ayah and hadith in my muqaddimah, is to remind us that whatever Allah wants us to do is for our own good. Whatever Allah said don't do also is our own good. By following what Allah wants us to do, we save ourselves from a lot of problems in this life. Of course, we save ourselves from hellfire in the day of judgment. Now, brothers and sisters, for us, being human, when we talk about religion sometimes, we are very confused. We thought that religion is here to make our life difficult. Maybe religion is not practical, not logical, it's not rational anymore. And that's why today you have a lot of different groups of Muslims. They call themselves Muslim. They have Muslim name. They do pray Friday maybe. Or maybe when they like to pray, they will pray. But they thought that by following the Quran and Sunnah, we become backward. We are not following the civilization. But brother and sister, if you talk about logic, practical, rational, nothing is more logic than to follow what Allah and the Prophet want us to do. That is the real logic, the true logic, not logic that follow our feeling. Our feeling always mislead us. By following Allah and the Prophet, everything becomes so logic, so practical and rational. Allahu Akbar. By disobeying Allah and the Prophet, and you think that you are very logical person, very practical, very rational. No. This is only our feeling. This is what our enemy wants us to feel. And we know who is our enemy. Our first, number one enemy you know it's shaitan. That is the outside enemy. The inside enemy, don't look at communism, socialism, capitalism, all the ism is just a name, a brand. We created all this ism and then we thought that this ism is our enemy. I normally say no. This is man-made ideology. And our number 2 enemy after shaitan is our stupidism. The Malay call bodohism. That is our enemy. When we don't follow the guidance, when you do not want to seek the knowledge that Allah wants us to seek, not just any knowledge, and you refuse to follow the Prophet who Allah has chosen him as the last messenger and as a rahmat lil alamin, of course, then you yourself is your own enemy, because you follow your own feeling and desire. Now, in the Quran, Allah is telling us, I never make this religion difficult. Yuridullahu bikumul yusra. If you said religion is so difficult, messy, because you don't have knowledge. You are trying to interpret religion based on your nafs, your feeling, not with knowledge. How can you accept the other ism without feeling wrong? And you reject Allah and you don't accept Allah's rule and what the Prophet taught you say is so right. I just don't understand. Are you telling me or all of us that there are people who knows better than Allah, the Creator? Any one of us who is better in example than Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? He is the best youth. When he was young, he's been known as Al-Amin. Yeah, people love him, adore him because he is a man of his word. When he was young, people love him. He never lied, he never cheat, he respect the elders, he loved the young, trustworthy, truthful, Allahu Akbar. You just name it, he have it. He's the best example for the teenagers, for our young children. When he was a businessman, he's the best businessman, never lie, never cheat. Allahu Akbar. Everybody who do business is so proud and happy. And they feel safe. A very successful businessman. When he was a husband, he is the best man. Allahu Akbar. To the extent he said, khairukum li ahli wa ana khairu li ahli. The best among the men who are best to the wife, because I am best to my wife. Allahu Akbar. As a father, he is the best father, who keep on guiding his children to become righteous children. As a leader, Allahu Akbar. He's the best leader. Very humble. Down to earth. Never just think of himself. He's here to serve. To serve who? To serve fellow mankind. To guide us. Allahu Akbar. This is the man. Are you saying following this man is not logic? Not rational? Not practical? Na'uzubillah. So who are you going to follow? East, west? Allah said, لَيْسَ بِرَّ أَن تُوَلُّوا وُجُوهَكُمْ قِبْلَ الْمَشْرِقِ وَالْمَغْرِبِ. There is no benefit, there's no goodness by looking to the east or west. Just look into the Quran And look at this one man. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. Indeed, he is the best model, example for all of us. Anybody who wants to be successful, just follow this one man. Alhamdulillah. Why? Because this man, the Prophet ﷺ did mention in one of his hadiths. I'd like to share with all of you, brothers and sisters. Why? Because tonight will be the last night for all of us. Then I will see all of you again, in the next kind of dars reminder program. Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu said that the Prophet said, Rasul hikmah maqafat Allah. The Prophet said, the root of wisdom is having consciousness towards Allah, fear towards. When you fear something, normally you run away. But when you fear Allah, you are coming closer to Him. There's a different kind of fear. Because when you have that consciousness, it saves you from a lot of problems. In life, brothers and sisters, nobody can say, I have no problem. Problem is part of life. We learn from problem. Problem is wisdom. We get wiser because of the problem. We don't run away from problem. We were taught to face the problem with wisdom and the guidance of Quran and Sunnah. We learn a lot through problem. Problem is wisdom. Problem is information, knowledge. Allahu Akbar. What I like to remind all the good brothers and sisters, never say this religion is so difficult, not practical, not logical. Don't ever have that feeling at all. I was a Buddhist, became a Christian, and became a Muslim. When I compare to my life experiences, Alhamdulillah, you cannot imagine what Islam can offer to all of us. So detailed, so complete, so perfect. Any problem that you encounter, you just look into this book, Al-Quran, that was revealed in the month of Ramadan, and the Sunnah of the Messenger of Allah Rabbul Alamin. Everything, will just come in smoothly and will help you to solve your problem. If you want to be a gentleman, he is the man for you to follow. Very careful with his word, not judgmental. Any problem that come to him, he never say anything or cite anybody until he listen from all the people involved. Then he will give you a verdict, because Allah says so. Ya ayyuhallazina amanu in ja'akum fasikum bin naba'in fatabayyanu. Oh, you who believe in Allah, we all are believers, brother and sister. People will come to you and tell you this, tell you that, talk bad about people. How do you respond? Listen and then say, Amin. Wow, he's so bad. I don't know that he is a bad guy. How can you just say Amin to a person who come and tell you about some Muslim gossiping about another Muslim, and you say that it's okay, they are right? That's how wrong we are. Is that logic? Is that rational? It is zulm. Stay away from all these kind of people who like to gossip and talk bad about others behind their back. Don't do this. Don't entertain. If you want, yes, use your wisdom. Follow the guidance. Fatabayyanu. You have to get clarification. You have to use your both ear, right and left, and start to think. so that you are not what? You are not unjust to anybody. Sometimes we thought that we are so smart to follow all this kind of gossiping, slandering. We thought that we are right. Whoever like to talk bad about people, you know from the beginning, he is bad. Khalas. Simple as that. Good people don't talk bad about people. But they know who is bad, but they also don't like to that. They will just alert us it. We should be careful. We have guidance to follow. We don't have to follow just anybody. We just follow what Allah wants us to do, what the Prophet have taught us. Khalas. Whoever don't follow, we try to help them. We try to guide them. And after we have tried to share the knowledge with them, they refuse to follow, we just pray for them and move on. Allahu Akbar. But everybody have the limit. Anybody who want to do something, your strength, my strength, is not the same. Maybe you can do more than me. Alhamdulillah. It's good. But as long as what you do is guided by the Quran and Sunnah. If I can't do, you don't have to pinpoint at me. Say that I am backward, I'm lazy. You don't have to do that. You just pray for me, encourage me, motivate me, help me. That should be the spirit. Not to put me down. That is not the right attitude, character, akhlaq. No. The Prophet never do that. But sometimes we learn about this deen. We thought that alhamdulillah, no, we have a lot of knowledge. We pick up something from here and there, alhamdulillah. But then we become so judgmental and so negative. Why? Because we thought that we know everything. Allah said to us, وَفَوْقَ كُلِّ ذِي الْعِلْمِ عَلِيمٌ. Remember, above anybody who have the knowledge, you are a knowledgeable person, but you must always remember there is somebody who is more knowledgeable than you. Then you become humble. That's how we move on. Allah never burden anybody. Why we burden ourselves? And why do you want to burden others? لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Brothers and sisters, we know all of us have been trying to become the best. Never give up, please. Few things that I'd like to end for our Ramadan Tazkirah this year, to make all of us have a basic foundation so that we know how to move on after this. Now, as a Muslim, Allah has given us all the guidance that we need. So how do we follow the guidance of Islam? Number one, when you have any problem, you must be guided by the Quran, the wahyu, revelation, not the nafsu. Wahyu, bukan nafsu. That is what will guide all of us. One book, Allah's word, all will be together. Problem solved. Number two, Allah commands us to follow His messenger. Then the hadiths come in. But it's important, brothers and sisters, a lot of Muslims until today, when I was asking them, do you know Sunnah of the Prophet properly, completely? We know majority of the Muslims don't even memorize the saying of the Prophet. You remember the day one from our Ramadan Tazkirah, and I always remind all of you to recite few hadiths to memorize. I hope all of us have memorized it. It's for our own benefit. Now, first the Quran, then the hadith, the Sunnah. The Sunnah of the Prophet is very simple if you have the right understanding. If not, it's a problem. That's why some Muslims say, sikit-sikit Sunnah. Every time you say sunnah, sunnah. What is this? They feel that when you talk about sunnah, it's something weird, something difficult, something alien. Astaghfirullah. Because you don't understand. And some people, they do the wrong sunnah. They thought there is a sunnah, there is the fitna that they have developed in Islam. Allah warned us, فَلْيَحْذِرِ الَّذِينَ يُخَالِفُونَ عَنْ أَمْرِهِ أَن تُصِيبَهُمْ فِتْنَةٌ أَوْ يُصِيبَهُمْ عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ. Allah said, don't create fitna. Who to the Prophet? By doing something against his teaching, and then you say, it's a sunnah. Now, how can you do something against the Prophet and you say that it's a sunnah? The Prophet said, Man qala alayya ma lam aqul falyatabawwaq maq'adahu minan nar. Whoever dare to say something that I didn't say it. It's just his saying, just a Arabic sentence. He put himself in hellfire. Now, the sunnah of the Prophet, I want to make it very simple. So when all of you have time in the future to follow our online program, try to follow. Or you can write in, send it to us, we'll follow up from time to time. Now the sunnah, the major sunnah of the Prophet is divided into three. Number one, sunnah qawli. Number two, sunnah fi'li. Number three, sunnah taqriri. His saying, his action, and his silence. These are three. You must know the difference. Which one should we follow? Do we follow what he does, or we should follow what he wants us to follow? Our adab is to follow his saying first. Under his saying and his action, the two sunnah, you have 6 more divisions. It's important to understand. You must know what is sunnah khassa, only for the Prophet, not for anybody. Prophet can marry more than 4, only for him. The Prophet ﷺ and his family is forbidden to take any kind of sadaqah. Any kind of sadaqah is haram, but they can accept hadiyah, gift. Any woman the Prophet got married, even he have only one time jima' with the lady, the wife, she become the mother of the believer. Nobody can marry the wife of the Prophet, because she is like our mother. Even the Prophet passed away, the wife cannot remarry. Even if the Prophet would divorce them, they cannot get remarried again. Not like us. If we pass away, if our wife want to get married again, she have the choice. After her iddah, she's free to remarry. Example. There is the sunnah khas for the Prophet, not for us to do. The Prophet said, wherever the Prophet passed away, he will be buried in the same place where he passed away. That's why when he passed away in the house of Aisha, he was buried in the house of Aisha. Not in other graveyards that Baqi is so close by. No. There is only for the Prophet, not for you, not for me. You should know the difference. Khassa for the Prophet. Amma, number 2, is for everybody. He's saying sometimes is amma, sometimes is khassa. His action sometimes is khassa, sometimes is amma, that we must know. Then you have sunnah adat or sunnah ibadah. Sunnah, the Prophet is an Arab, so he will dress like an Arab. He will eat like what the normal Arab used to eat. That is his kind of food. Not like us, no. We eat so many kind of Vietnamese, Thai, We have this Indian curry and all these kind of different kind of Japanese sushi. It's up to us. Everybody who are used to it, carry on. As long as halal. Anything adat, do not again, it's not contradicting Islam, the Quran and Sunnah, carry on. Example, how you want to dress up yourself as long as you cover your aura. Not transparent and not tight. Any dress goes. You want to use kurta, Pakistani style, or you want to use the kimono, the Japanese style, or you want the sari, the Indian style. As long as it cover your aura, it is not transparent and it's not tight. Khalas. You need to eat with banana leaf, you need to eat with other plates, wooden plates, with metal, anything, as long as not against the Quran Sunnah, go on. As long as halal, use your right hand. You want to use spoon, fork, chopstick, up to you. You're used to it, Bismillah. But right hand is ibadah. What you use is adat. You must know the difference. It's important, the Sunnah adat and Sunnah ibadah. Don't mix them. Something is adat, don't make it ibadah. And it becomes difficult for others. It becomes non-practical, non-logical. Why? When I want to be Muslim, I must be like an Arab, look like an Arab, dress like an Arab, eat like an Arab. Only I become a good Muslim? No. Eat as a Muslim, dress like a Muslim. That is what Islam wants us to do. Khassa, amma, ibadah, adah. It's important for you to understand. And sometimes you have sunnah mu'akkada, sunnah ghair mu'akkada. So for all the brothers and sisters who have been performing witir prayer, example, witir prayer is not only performed in the night of Ramadan. Every single night, the Prophet will end his day prayer with witir. That means one day, one night, Qabliya Fajr with his opening Sunnah prayer for the day, and Witr is the closing prayer of that day. And the Prophet never missed it. But it's Sunnah Mu'akkada, highly recommended. Most of us, we don't even pray Qabliya Fajr sometimes. We just pray Fajr, khalas. Witr, no. Because without Witr, only Ramadan. Because we don't have the right understanding. So we hope that you all have the right understanding. Understand the Sunnah of the Prophet properly. Then when you implement, you see the beauty of Islam. Allahu Akbar. It's so organized, full of discipline, logical, practical, and rational. Then you have the third one. First Quran, the Sunnah, but you must have the right understanding. If not, you get confused. You want to do what the Prophet does, but the Prophet never command you to follow him in that manner sometimes. It's only for him. But you said, no, I want to follow Sunnah. It's like there is a case before, many years ago. There's a brother who claimed to be a knowledgeable brother who learned about Islam and about the Sunnah, and who was teaching his student. He got what? He married with 10 ladies, 10 wives. I don't want to blame him 100%. I just want to ask, how can the lady allow that to happen? You know that you only can marry a man, only 4 women at one time. How can you allow the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th to join into that family? You know what the guy said? Even when he was brought to the court, the Sharia court. He said, I am following the Sunnah. The Prophet have many wives, not only 4. I am following the Sunnah. When the Quran said married 2, 3, 4, if you can't be just marry 1. He said no. He said marry 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 1. How many? You just plus. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 1, 10. You see, the Prophet is the best example. They forgot. there is only khusus for the Prophet, not for you and me. So it created fitna. Of course, at the end, he was found guilty. He had to divorce. Yeah, the wife, and he can only keep 4 maximum. Example. So this is a very important thing, yeah, for us to learn, the adab. The third reference for the Muslim is ijma. But remember, a lot of people got the wrong understanding. They jump into ijma ulama, no, ijma sahaba, because the Prophet said, alaykum bi sunnati wa sunnatil khulafa ar-rashidin al-mahdi min ba'di. He make it very clear. Follow my sunnah or the sunnah of my righteous khalifa. There is a ijma al-khulafa ar-rashidin. Then you go to ijma ulama. But you cannot bypass the khulafa ar-rashidin. Because no Muslim who is so faithful to the teaching of Islam follow the Quran and Sunnah more than the khulafa ar-rashidin. Al-Mahdiin, the Prophet said, they are guided people. Allahu Akbar. We don't even like to follow any of them. We don't even know who they are sometimes. You ask, do you know the president of this country? Oh, all we remember. But do you know the history of Abu Bakr, the life history of Omar? We don't care. We don't bother. But we want to be the best. But they are the best people. Why not you just follow the best? You become the best. And then the last reference for all of us, when you have issue, is qiyas, analogy. The qiyas will only come in when there is no clear reference from the Quran and the Sunnah. Then you allow, or the ijma, then you come for the qiyas. When you have all this, whatever problem you encounter, the Quran is there to confirm on the Sunnah, then you don't have to entertain even ijma. You stop there. Tawqifiyah. You know, Islam have a very strong foundation. If anybody who learn Islam with the right guidance, with the right foundation, alhamdulillah, you can send him anywhere. He know how to face problem, how to overcome problem. He know. Allahu Akbar. So we hope and pray that all our brothers and sisters have been trying their best. Whatever I'm trying to share with you from the first night until today, we hope you still remember. I only can pray that after I convey the message, وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ وَاللَّهُ يَهْدِي مَن يَشَاءُ. We cannot force anybody to change. We just can convey the message that all the Prophet was sent to convey the message of Islam, the word of Allah, to remind the people, Bashiran wa Nazira, tell them the good news if they follow, and warn them if they refuse to follow that their ending will be bad. That's all. The rest is up to you, brothers and sisters. But what is very important that I like to end our Ramadan reminder for this year, is very important for you be in the Jama'ah. Don't stay away from Jama'ah, because the Prophet forbid that. Sometimes you feel, Jama'ah, there's so many problems. There is the blessing of the Jama'ah. You learn. If people have problems you don't have, you learn something new from them. And then you hope that you will save yourself from that kind of problem, because you are alert. You cannot just isolate yourself, because once you think that by isolating myself and Jama'ah I become better. No, there is what the shaitan loves you to do. For you to get out from the Jama'ah, so now you are by yourself and you think that you know everything. You can do everything by yourself without getting into the Jama'ah. You are not going to do things in the Jama'ah anymore, just by yourself. That is what our number one enemy, shaitan, will be very happy. That's what he wants. We thought that is what the best. No. That is what he He wants. What Allah wants us to do is وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ. Be among the righteous people. The truthful people is those who follow the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is very important. Ya Hayyun Ya Qayyum bi rahmatika nastaghith. And brothers and sisters, like what I said, the saying of the Prophet, don't ignore it. Please. La darara wa la dirar. Remember? Second one, min husn al-Islam, al-mar'i tarkuhu ma la ya'nihi. Kullu muslim ala muslim haram. Haram. Damuhu wa maluhu wa irdu. The fourth one, al-Muslim man salim al-Muslimun min lisanihi wa yadihi. And some very straight advice from the Prophet, la taqdam, la taqdam, la taqdam. Allahu Akbar. I will keep on praying for all of you, brothers and sisters. We hope those who are far will come close to us. Those who don't really know us, come, get to know us better. And come, send your children to us, because we do a lot of activities for the youngsters, boys and girls. What their condition is, you don't worry, just send them to us, bring them to see us. Maybe this is one of the way we can help you. By you helping us, bringing your children, your nephew, your nieces. Because when you do that, brother and sister, our Prophet have said, whoever take the initiative to guide somebody, to bring somebody to do something good guided by Quran Sunnah, when that person start to change and do it, you get all the reward from Allah. Not only when you are alive, after you are dead, the reward will continue when these young children is become a righteous children, is acting upon the knowledge that they have learned through the person that you connect them to. Allahu Akbar. And we only can do our level best. We try to reach out to anybody who need us outside. But it's easy for people to come to us sometimes, because we are one and there are so many people around us. So we hope that all of us will cooperate, will start to communicate with us. Al-Khaadem, come to our center, get to know us before it's too late, because we do not want that after you have big problem, the children is getting further and further. I was one of the council member who is in charge of looking into the youngster who is starting to leave the deen without we realize. Very dangerous. Because they say the deen is not logic, not practical, not rational. Because the way majority of the people is teaching Islam is like cursing people, condemning people, belittle one another, be very judgmental. The young generation just cannot accept it. What is this? What kind of religion is this? We don't talk about love. We don't talk about helping each other, complimenting each other, pray for each other. We are just banging at one to another, cursing one another. So our younger generation just cannot take it. It's not their fault. It's the fault of the elders and those learned people, but they don't guide the children with the guidance of Quran and Sunnah. They just say what they want to say, and they want people to follow them. No, we will follow those who guide us with the Quran and Sunnah. That's what we will try our best to do, brother and sister. We hope Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is a question, yeah? I'm trying to answer a few questions tonight. Is it permissible to perform the Sunnah 6 days of Shawwal fasting before Qada, the Ramadan fasting? A lot of people say it's okay, but I will say let's just follow the Prophet's saying. The Prophet said, "Man sama Ramadan, thumma atba'u sitta min Shawwal kasam dahr." This is what the Prophet said. Whoever have completed his fasting of Ramadan, if you miss 1 week, like the sisters, they have their period, they have their fitrah that they have to go through, they don't fast, then you don't fast, Shawwal until you complete your Ramadan. Then you follow up with the 6th Shawwal. That is what the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said. Summa adba'ahu. The Prophet said, Summa adba'ahu. Sitta min Shawwal. That means the word Summa also is so well said by the Prophet, means after. After what? After Ramadan. You miss 6 days, pay back the 6 days first, and then you do Shawwal. But people are worried. They say, no, I'm worried I'll miss. There's no problem. It's a Sunnah. You are worried about the Sunnah. You are not worried about the Wajib. Example. May Allah make it easy for all of us to understand, inshallah. So do what you must do first. You owe Allah something, pay back. Then you can do the extra. This is the adab. In Islam, it's practical, no force. This is more important than that. Why you just ignore the thing that is more important and try to do something extra? And you may die after that. So what is going to happen? Example, do the wajibat first. May Allah make it easy for all of us, brothers and sisters. Yeah? We hope Allah subhanahu, for those who can't fast because of their sickness, Allah show you the way to redeem your fast, to pay fidyah. For those who really can't fast, because when you are sick, old age, you are not only old age and sick in Ramadan, even outside Ramadan, the whole year you are not well. So fasting for you is haram sometimes because it causes more harm to you. So you break your fast, and then that's why the Prophet also was reminded by Allah, when you are traveling musafir, when you're sick, break your fast. Don't carry on because it may cause more harm to you, and causing harm to yourself is wrong. La darara wa la dirar. Remember that. Allahu Akbar. Walillahi alhamd. So brother and sister, it's almost 11:30. I'm looking at the time. I'm a bit lengthy tonight because this will be my last night with all of you for this year fasting, but our activities is still ongoing, and we hope whoever have been following us, if you need any kind of information, just contact our people. Go to our website, Al-Khaadem, AKY Media, and then you get a lot of information, or you can even contact my PA to follow up if you need any special counseling, any kind of further advice. You're all welcome. As long as I'm still healthy, alive, I will try my level best, to help anybody who need my help, especially our youngsters, because we always are very worried about the young children today, because they are the future leader. We do not want to leave them unguided. Then we fail them. When we fail them, we will be questioned by Allah. كلكم راء وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. Every one of us is a leader, and you will be questioned by Allah about your leadership. Let us work together as parents, adults, to help the young generation who is going to be the future leader. May Allah protect us, accept our fast, forgive all our sin, accept our sadaqah, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brothers and sisters, make us have a good ending in this Ramadan, and prepare us to live Ramadan with a new spirit, with a new iman, strong iman, so that we will behave this coming 11 months like how we behave in Ramadan. We will have the patience to encounter all the challenges outside of Ramadan, 11 months to come, like how we have overcome all the problems we encounter in Ramadan. Let this 1 month make us strong for 11 months to come. And we wish you Eid Mubarak. Taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum. And if there's anything that I've said that may hurt anybody, please forgive me. We don't have intention to hurt anybody. We pray that all of us be careful when you are leaving, visiting family members in 8 days. The first thing you meet is your elders, your parents first, and then you can go elsewhere. But be careful. Make sure that your house is locked properly. Everything is safe before you tawakkal. Yeah. Then you travel with the dua. Don't forget. Yeah. When you're traveling, don't forget the traveling dua, because we need Allah's protection. And may Allah make us people who meet each other for the sake of Allah. Even you travel to meet somebody for the sake of Allah. You visit the sick for the sake of Allah. And whatever you do for the sake of Allah. You are sure to be blessed by Allah. Rabbul Alameen. Until then, we hope to be connected again soon. And wish you all the best of Ramadan and the best of Eid al-Fitri. وبالله التوفيق والآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله العالمين. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.